Hi, I'm just making this because we're about halfway through 2026. Technically, it's like 5 or so days until then, but I'm just making this now because I have the time. Uh, it's been pretty good so far, actually, as far as, of course, music, the topic of this channel goes. Some really good albums released, some stuff that I didn't enjoy as much, especially that Foo Fighters album, but I obviously talked about that in the whole review. It's been a learning experience though. Uh, I look at those, or I watch those old videos, the first couple reviews, and I just cringe because I didn't have the camera set up very well at all. It was all over the place. It was like weird angles. The lighting was very bad. Things were pretty messy. I didn't really have much of anything worthwhile that I was saying then, which I feel I've improved in my, you know, not just vocabulary, but like analysis of things. I felt like my most recent review was pretty good. I'm talking too fast, I feel. So just, slowing down, looking back. Yeah, there are a lot of great stuff. Obviously, up to this point, Super Gloom, still probably my favorite so far. I give that a 9. Still loving it. I'm not really listening to it as much as you would imagine, given the positive review I gave, but that's more just there's so much that I can be listening to at any given time. I don't really fit individual things in like that. I'm just kind of shifting between different stuff I'm listening to, especially with all the records I have here. I'm switching them out a lot, listening to different stuff at different times. But whenever I do listen to it, I still think it's fantastic. Held up pretty well after a couple months. Like it's only been 2 months. Obviously it's not going to change that much as far as my opinion goes. But for an opinion that I have changed, um, the Mountain, I gave that not necessarily like a negative review, but I wasn't very nice to it. Definitely not as nice as I could have been. It's grown on me quite a bit. Obviously, I made my worst to best, and I put it at 5. So that it's already kind of grown on me quite a bit. I don't know if I have like another score I could give it, but I like it more, especially the manifesto, which I complained about on the review. My critique that it doesn't really fit the vibe of the whole thing is still, you know, to me it's still that's how it is. But I enjoy it as like a single much more than I did previously. I have it on one of my playlists, so I really only have one big playlist I put things into. I have it on there. I've listened to that song a lot. Still lots of great songs in there. Moon Cave, Happy Dictator, just off the top of my head. But still have quite a few critiques with the pacing and everything of the album. But I think it's much better than I did when I initially reviewed it. I think I was so critical because, as I mentioned, Gorillaz are my favorite band. Like, or specifically, I said historically my favorite in quotes. Um, and I didn't want to seem biased or anything, so I just felt like I had to be a bit tougher on it. But I think that's a little unfair. On the opposite end, I haven't listened to Love Is Not Enough very much since I initially reviewed it. I was very positive towards that. I probably don't like it as much as I did initially. Uh, I don't enjoy it like as much, obviously, but I wouldn't really say it's become like one of my least favorites of the year at all. I still really enjoy it, just not as strongly as I did at first, because I gave it like a strong 8 or something. That's when I used the prefixes. You've probably noticed I've dropped those. It's just straight up number now. Uh, yeah, it's been great so far. That's pretty much all I had to say. There are a lot of great stuff. But finally, um, I probably won't be releasing anything for the next couple of weeks because I have like final projects and final examinations coming up, and I gotta get those done because it is June. But I'm hoping through summer, like July, I'll be like putting way more out, much more consistently, more than just one every 2 weeks like I've been doing now, because I don't have anything to do in the summer, so I'll just be, I'll just have the time to review stuff. And my upload rate will be much bigger. Yeah, that's all I had to say. That's all I wanted to say. Just coming on here. Yeah. Have a good one. See you.